Today I did a steamed fried egg. I used my avocado spray because, like I said yesterday, peeling those eggs, I was like, forget it. That usually means that they're kind of old. I've only had them for like 5 days, but I don't know how long they were at Costco. So, and then my half a cup of cottage cheese. And how they look like that, people always ask me, how do they look so perfect? Avocado spray, crack the eggs, put a little bit of water, put a cover, and then just watch them. My cover is clear, but sometimes it's really about a minute and a half. It really just depends on your stove. I found something out. I gotta tell you guys. Okay, listen, hear me out. I did a little research. Still doing some, but hear me out. You remember when I was talking about how like a nutrition coach told me that you're only supposed to be on a calorie deficit for 20%? I looked it up. It's one of those like aha moments where you're like, okay, so I've had a nutritionist, I've had a dietitian. They didn't tell me that. The reason why it is important, especially for those going through perimenopause, is because when you're at a calorie deficit, your body hits some metabolic, can't remember, but it hits something, which is good for you. However, when you stay there, which our bodies do anyways, and this is something I have always known, our body just, when we plateau, like it just adjusts. It's like, all right, this is what she's going to be doing from now on. Cool. You're not going to see a difference because I'm trying to survive. So this is where we're going to stay. When you go back to a calorie count that is maintenance, your body still loses weight and it works efficiently because you're not, allows your hormones to balance themselves out. It allows your stress levels and so many, like it just, I can't, maybe I should just read it to you guys. But as I was reading it, it made complete sense. It also helped me understand that I have tried to be on a calorie deficit. I lost 15 pounds within like 3 months. And then after that, I have fluctuated up and down between 5 and 7 pounds. On like, even when I'm like, let me cut more calories, or let me just add a few more calories, or let me change exactly what I'm eating, or maybe it's the carbs that I'm taking, or maybe I should do no carbs, or maybe I should just do very little bit of carbs. I mean, when I tell you the amount of fluctuation I have had to do mentally, physically, and emotionally to see and try to understand after reading that, it made it, I was like, So that explains why, if I've tried to be in a calorie deficit for 8 months, my body's like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Do you know how many like trainers I see on social media, and I don't want to say bodybuilders, but they do that. Do you have any idea how many trainers have come at me when I've had my opinions and said, calorie deficit, calorie deficit, calorie deficit, calorie deficit. You have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. It's science. You have to figure it out. It is calorie deficit. And I used to always think to myself, when I lost 140 pounds, that was the first time out of every single time I've lost weight that I did not starve myself. And that I didn't even count calories or carbs or anything like that. I just ate healthy and I worked out well. My only downfall from that time was I didn't lift weights as much as I should have. So I did have excess skin. But I did start having muscle buildup after a while. So to have had them tell me that, after you hear so many people who visually look amazing, you start to question yourself. I was doubting myself and the knowledge that I knew I had, and I may have not known the exact science behind it at that time like I do now, but I was my most successful when I ate 5 to 6 meals. I was my most successful when I didn't. I feel like what we tend to do is we stress so much on counting calories and being at a specific amount that we forget that that is creating stress on top of trying to lose weight and maintain our weight or get to a better place. And it also makes complete sense that time I lost weight because as a mom, a busy mom, I am pretty sure I eat at a calorie deficit all the time, unintentionally. I can go an entire day without eating, not be hungry, and only eat because I cook dinner for my family and I know I need to. There's so much going on in my mind constantly that I have no appetite, but I eat because I know I need to. There are times that I won't eat the healthiest meals when I eat, which is honestly maybe once or twice a week, and sometimes it could go 2 to 3 weeks without eating crappy. So it makes sense that I have been struggling with my weight for so long because of what our bodies do when we are pretty much eating like shit or not eating at all and damn near starving ourselves. Although I knew that as well, but this just makes it make sense. It's one of those like, I get it. So now I got to figure out what else. I got to do what I was doing before, but in a different body because I'm older, 3 kids later. There's a difference to it. So now I have to, I want to say what I'm going to need, and I'm going to probably ask ChatGPT to do this, is I'm going to give it a list of foods that I eat and I like to eat. Tell it my weight, my height, my age, any health conditions I might have, which I really don't, thank the Lord, and have it kind of create a list for me of what to eat every day to see if I could see a difference. Because since my surgery, I have gained 7 pounds. I am eating just as healthy now as I was before. If not, I feel like I'm more cautious and eating even more protein than I was before. And somehow I'm up 7 pounds in 4.5 weeks. I wasn't able to work out for 4 weeks. I didn't work out, or 3.5 weeks. I didn't work out. And I can't lift more than 15 pounds, which is killing me. Like on certain things, I was like, cool, I was only at 15 pounds anyways. But for the most part, I was like, so now it just feels so weird. And I'm on week 4, I believe, or going on 5. So I have one more week to go. But yeah. And when I ask ChatGPT to create it for me, I'm gonna let y'all know. And then we'll see how that goes. We'll do it for a week and see how it goes.